Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and today in this video we'll be talking about some of the new gear stats that recently just got leaked, quote unquote leaked. I don't know if we want to talk about it announced or leaked, but yeah, pretty much there's this new TL dev video that was recently just going on about and basically talk about like what's the upcoming update for next week's update, which is pretty much is a big patch, hyper boost, T3, all that. It's coming out in the same patch pretty much. I don't know about the time gate and all that, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna be having like some time gates and all that. But so there's some info on some of the greatswords that interest me. If you want to see the full update and all that, I'll link the video in the description down below. But it's gonna be in Korean anyways, so you still need some people to like translate it for you. So what happened was there's two types of greatswords that got leaked during that live stream. So it's pretty much one of the greatsword is this greatsword right here, the one that you can get from the 4-star co-op dungeon. Basically, it says on heavy attack, you give it has 80% chance to apply 5-second silence, and this passive is on a 15-second cooldown. So pretty much, I'm assuming it's gonna be something to do with greatsword. But people are saying it sounds like a stunning blow. It's gonna change how stunning blow works. So pretty much instead of stunning, now when you hit it, or it's gonna be an addition to it, pretty much when you heavy on that hit, there's gonna be a 80% chance to apply 5 seconds of silence. So people are saying how good is this and all that. To answer that question, I don't really know how good is it or is it not, but pretty much this greatsword will definitely be an interesting playstyle. I don't know who's gonna use it, if it's gonna be an SNS or not. But the problem is, if you want to replace this with a DPS weapon, I wouldn't really suggest to be doing that. Yes, you're gonna be having a silence, but again, it's a 15-second cooldown on the passive. Yes, you can have cooldown reduction for it, but let's be real, how much cooldown reduction you're really gonna get on a greatsword? It's kind of hard, especially for a gladiator to build it. I don't know about a ravager, but maybe they can build it quite high. But again, it's really hard to like pick your target prio and to silence them. Yes, it's gonna be a good value and all that, but it's more like a CC type of thing. Because at the end of the day, if you stun a healer, they're stunned. It's not like they're basically silenced. If you fear them, they're also silenced. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in order to like silence the healer, and I don't think this greatsword is that much of a like good weapon, especially as you can see right here, the attack speed is already low, so it's not gonna have a better attack speed and all that. So I would say as a base weapon, it's kind of ass. Yes, you can put it in a heroic, but let's be real, over Tevent, over Cordy, over I don't know if there's some other greatswords that's gonna come out, but I don't think that this weapon is gonna be as game changing as what people are thinking, to be like a healer killer type of thing. It's really hard to kill healers anyway, and again, you need to heavy, so you want to make sure you build like something like 2k heavy or some shit like that, because healer builds heavy attack evasion in the end of the day. So in my opinion, it's kind of hard to make this greatsword work, because like after all that heavy, you need to make sure you also build silence chance, because as a greatsword, the only silence chance that you're getting is only from the value of perception that you're having. So the moment you put something like silence, like resist on a healer, it's kind of hard to push that silence chance up, because like do you really want to sacrifice DPS for a silence chance? And then if you do sacrifice your like DPS for silence chance, then you have the problem to not be able to kill the healer, right? So it's just an awkward angle to be in. But yeah, I would say it's kind of hard to make this build work. But that's just my opinion. Again, it's a co-op dungeon weapon. It's not gonna be BIS. It's always gonna be like that. Co-op dungeon weapon rarely be BIS. And at first, yeah, because it gives us like heavy attack on that 1-star co-op dungeon. But again, it eventually got overshadowed by a dentist really quick. And now that we have legendary heroic, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get overshadowed really quick. So yeah. The second greatsword that was out is this greatsword, the Morokai greatsword. I would say it's like a ascended Morokai, but yeah, pretty much what they're saying is the base damage is gonna be higher, attack speed is pretty good, low attack speed, we always love it on the greatsword, and so pretty much it says on a stun or shock, which is good because if they stun resist you, you can still shock them. So a 50% chance to deal 600% of base damage. Then transfer 2 times to targets within 10 meters of the original target. Each transfer increases damage by 50%. So this is basically saying it's every stunned. I think overall, other than the white weapon, this weapon right here, I don't know what it's called, but the Morokai weapon is gonna be way better already. Raw stats, it's already better. Pretty much give you two stat points over there, so that's pretty good. But so basically, what you want to do with this is it's basically like a mini Tevent if you think about it, right? Because every single time you stun someone, there's gonna be a damage that's going around, and 600% base damage is pretty huge. It's not a one-shot damage, but if you heavy that damage, those expos can randomly die that was just running around. Especially it transfer 2 times. I'm assuming it transfer in the form of lightning, but again, it has a 50% chance to do it. So you just want to have your stun off cooldown. So pretty much the only abilities that can trigger this, I'm pretty sure it's only 2 abilities, which is the stunning blow and the devastating smash. I think those 2 skills are the only one that can triggers this. I wonder if you do devastating in a big clump, does it proc more than once this passive? But yeah, it's a lot of base damage. It's an interesting way to play, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know if it's gonna replace Tevent or not. In the end of the day, this damage doesn't stack, while Tevent does stack. The good thing about Tevent is that if someone stands in between 3 people that has Tevent pool, they just instantly blow up, right? That's where Tevent is strong. Because Tevent by itself is kind of mid. It's not a single target damage, it's an AoE damage. And then with the Ascended version one, it just helps to do a better damage of what it does already before. So in my opinion, it might be better, it might be not. There needs to be some testing. I don't know what does the stat gives in this weapon anyway, but it's up there for sure. It's a contender and all that. So if someone been saying to me is Tevent Dead, I have no idea. The upside about this Blade 2 over Tevent is the fact that it has so much more attack speed. It has 0.675 base attack speed, so yeah, it's gonna be a great weapon. We'll see what happens. Maybe Ascended Dentist is gonna be better, but overall, that's the only new thing I got for you guys on Greatsword's news. So yeah, these are the only. I just want to share my point of view. But if you guys haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and if you haven't already, I stream on Twitch. It's gonna be on my top left corner. It's Jehu1. So yeah, if you guys need any question, any type of interest, just go there. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a Twitch drop the moment the 18 hits. So if you guys want to get some free stuff, feel free to swing by. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one, guys. Bye bye.